Good evening. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Corinne Meza. I work for eXp Realty. I have been a realtor for a little over 3 years, and I service the Oklahoma City, Harrah, Choctaw, Stillwater, some parts of Tulsa, and Newalla. I know quite a bit about Wanette, Tribby, and Slaughterville. I know, crazy that there's a city named Slaughterville. And I do know about it, which is kind of funny. But that tends to happen when you have family that has lived out that way, which is even more comical that I have family that has lived out that way. But anyways, that's not the reason why I got on here in the first place. I wanted to take the moment and introduce myself, but also in class today, since real estate is an ever-changing world and you constantly have to stay up with education and laws and rules and contracts, and it can be very overwhelming. But also learning about yourself and branding and marketing and all of the things that encompass what makes a great agent. They asked us what our niche was. And I honestly have struggled with this for a long time. I've been asked this question multiple times, and I don't have an answer. I've thought, well, I love animals. And I've thought, well, I love everything that encompasses shopping. But how do you necessarily get buyers with shopping? I mean, I'm not some fashion guru. I just like to dress nice. And what woman doesn't love the mall? Even though I do know a few, I think. But then I started thinking about all of the reviews that I have received as a realtor. And they're amazing reviews, and I absolutely love them. And they're kind of focused on my abilities as a realtor. And then it got me thinking the reason why I got into real estate. And that was due to an experience. I had a not so great experience. I was told in buying our first home that once the realtor got done taking a nap, that she would show us homes. And I thought to myself, that's not the way that an agent is supposed to respond to a buyer. And that's the reason why I got my license, is I wanted to be the change. I wanted to be different. I wanted to be there for my clients and to educate them and to walk with them hand in hand as they purchase their property. And in looking at all of my reviews, I have done just that. So I recently had my most recent review from a seller. She was so sweet. And her review was, Corinne is someone who gets right on the job and gets it done. She stays in constant communication and she moves fast. I would recommend her to anyone. And I try to do that. I work so hard at keeping my clients educated, in communication, step by step, so they're not wondering where they're at in the process or when they're going to close or what their closing date is. And yes, some of those things, it takes some time to get there. But as long as I'm communicating that as well, that's the point. Another review was, Corinne always got back to me about anything that came up in the process. Again, back to me staying in communication with my clients and making sure that they were aware of what part of the process that we were in. Another one, she was very knowledgeable about the area that she sold in. And that's an important part of being in real estate, is knowing the area and knowing where you're selling and knowing about the schools and being able to navigate your clients to the specific resources to help them to pick the right spot, to pick the right house. And that's always been my motto too, is I will show you as many houses as you want to see, as long as you're satisfied and you're happy with it. Because a house is not something that you can return to the store and say, I don't like it. It's a huge purchase. It's a huge investment. And that's our job, is to make sure that you're not rushed and that you love your home, because home is where memories are created. Home is where you feel safe. Home is where your family is. And if you walk into it unhappy, then I didn't do my job correctly. So I just wanted to take this moment and to introduce myself primarily, but to also let you know that you need to make sure that you have a realtor that is doing all of those things for you, that's being patient and educating you and advising you through the process, so you know exactly what you're getting into, especially in this market, because this market is insane. And it's complicated, and it's a frenzy, and you're looking at houses one day that are under contract the next day, and it's overwhelming, and it's stressful. But that's our job, to let you know that, to communicate that to you, to let you know that it's normal for all of these feelings and all of the letdowns that come with all of the offers that don't necessarily get accepted. But that's why you hire us. And that's why we're there for you. And that's why we will always be there for you, time and time again, whether it's for your first home, whether it's for your upgraded home, whether it's for a divorce, a marriage, a new family member. It could be a baby. But that's what we're here for. And I am so, so very thankful and so very blessed for all of my past clients and all of the reviews that I have received. And for all of the people that have given my name out and that have recommended me. I can't be more grateful than I am right now. So if you have any questions, and I tell this to people that have an agent already, I don't ever recommend that you leave your current agent. Stay loyal to them. But at the same time, if you have questions and they're not being answered, I'd be more than happy to just answer a simple question for you, because that's why we're here. So again, my name is Corinne Meza. I am a realtor with eXp Realty, and I just wanted to take a moment to introduce myself and to show appreciation for my clients and to educate those, and to be here in the event that you do need a realtor that will stay in constant communication with you. And obviously, I have a very determined pet to get me off of the phone and to play with him. So, I will say farewell. Have a wonderful evening, and to the next video that I do.